Ready, set, go! All right, first move is a side lunge. I'm using my right leg, and if you are using your right leg, you want to keep the left leg very straight here, okay? That puts most of the weight into that right leg that you're stepping onto, giving that a nice good workout, and we will switch it in the next round, okay? Keep those hips back and just stick your booty out behind you, all right? And come back to the center, nice and slow. Get down and come up. Here we go for the next one. This is called popcorn. You'll see why in a second. I'm gonna take my left foot over my right just to focus the pressure onto that right leg, but you can totally keep both feet on the ground. I'll show you that right here. You keep both feet on the ground, press those hips up as high as you can. You don't even have to go all the way. Look, you could just go a little tiny bit, because I know a lot of that is flexibility, okay? So if you don't have that flexibility yet, just go as high as you can, all right? And keep the weight in your legs. So that was popcorn. We're going into a bridge. So cross that left leg over the right, and you're just gonna press those hips up to the ceiling as high as you can, or in my case, the sky. You're probably not on your roof like I am, so just press those hips up to the ceiling. You can kind of use the floor for a little bit of that push with your hands, but most of it is coming from your abs and your butt. So squeeze that booty and get those hips up. All right, next thing here, we're going for a cat kick. I know it's probably called a dog kick, but cat kick just sounds better, right? All right, no offense to all the dog lovers. I love both animals. All right, back leg straight and reach that leg up as high as you can. You're mostly focusing on, like I said, kind of the butt here. This is kind of just like a butt workout, right? That's always fun. Don't hurt your back by going higher than you can. Just lift and focus the pressure into those legs, okay? You shouldn't be putting a lot of weight on any one part of your body. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to go into some bowler lunges. So stand on your right leg goes behind, left hand to the floor. Come back to center. You got all that? It'll take a second if you haven't done these before, but just kind of try to mirror me. If you can't reach for the floor, go ahead and do what I'm doing right now and just do the lunge part of it. There's no reason to strain your back or anything if you don't feel comfortable with reaching for the floor. That's just a little extra challenge if you want to go for that, okay? So reach for that floor if you can. Come back to center. Now we're going through the whole set again on the left side. So left leg lunge this time. Nice and low. Keep that chest up, okay? So even as we go into this left leg lunge and we try to get our butt low to the ground, we're not trying to lean over a ton, okay? So if you feel like you're looking at the floor or if you're leaning over super far, try to sit up a little bit, fix that posture. The right leg stays nice and straight all the way through, even as you're going into that lunge, deep on the left side and back up to center. Deep breaths, make sure you're breathing. So drop it down into popcorn. This time I'm focusing on that left side, so I just hook my right foot over my left, but just like I said before, you can keep both feet on the ground and only go as high as you can. Do not pull any hamstrings or anything during this, okay? The whole point is to just put the pressure on those legs and get a little workout there. But if you have knee issues or something, this might be a good one to skip and just do some regular squats, all right? Lay down, show me that bridge, and right leg over left this time. Squeeze those hips up to the ceiling. You want to kind of think of like a string attached to your belly button that's just pulling you upwards, okay? But it's actually your muscles, so yes, you have to do work. Push on the floor with that left foot and just get your hips as far away from the floor as you can, okay? All the way up and keep that leg crossed over. And, you know, just like with the popcorn, you can have both feet on the floor if this one is a little bit weird, okay? Always modify to what you can do. Cat kicks. Go ahead, raise that leg. It's still straight behind you, so just barely tap that foot on the floor. Be gentle and don't like slam your feet into the floor or anything. But keep your chin up so you can keep that breath just kind of going through your body and you're not holding your breath, okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth every time you kick. Every time you kick. Go ahead, stand up for those bowler lunges. This time all the weight is in the left leg. So the right hand should be reaching for the ground, or not if you don't want to. Just put that right foot behind you and get as low as you can, okay? That's why it's called a bowler lunge, because you could bowl like this if you wanted. I suck at bowling, and I always need bumpers. Good story. Keep these going and just get low and feel those legs working. Now, here's where we start kind of the challenge round. So, if you don't want an extra challenge, you are totally fine doing what we did during the last round. You could just start the video over so you don't have to watch me doing crazy things. But if you're crazy like me, go ahead and join me for these side lunges with a leg lift to the side. On these, careful of your inner thigh. Make sure you're warmed up before you try this. And you're just lifting the leg off of the ground. So this is going to put all of the weight into that single leg. Now, for the challenge popcorn, you're going to actually pop off the floor. Make sure those arms stay fully extended. If you bend them as you pop, you will give the floor a nice kiss. And I'm sure your face will not appreciate it. So keep your arms pretty straight here and keep the weight in your legs as you come back down, because this is focusing more on your legs, but there is some weight in your hands, so just be aware of that. Now for this bridge here, still have one leg over the other, okay, so we're focusing on that right leg, and you can keep it at these regular bridges, just squeezing that butt, okay? If you happen to do yoga or are a gymnast or an acrobat or any weird thing like that, you can take it all the way up to a full bridge, okay? But that's only if you've done this before. Please don't just try this and break your back, because I would be sad, and so would you. So keep it at the regular bridge or try that full bridge if you've done that before. And flip into our cat kicks. This time we're going to keep the leg bent. This isn't necessarily harder or easier. It's just a little bit different focus of that muscle. This one's actually harder for me, so tell me which one was harder for you, straight leg or bent leg. So here you just kind of bring that knee. You don't even have to touch it to the floor. You just swing it under your body and you can get back up as high as you can, keeping that knee bent, okay? And that chin up. Stand up for those bowler lunges. Now, here's the fun part. Now that you've done both sides, you can actually connect them with a little hop in between. You can just switch from side to side. It does take a slight amount of coordination, so you might have to slow it down a little bit, figure out where your feet go, no worries. But you reach for that floor with one hand, reach for with the other hand, and the foot is extending out behind you as you get low to the floor. This is going to add that cardio element in there. Now we go for the last round on that side. So, lifting up that leg, keeping the weight all in that left leg, okay? So you have to kind of shift your balance a little bit in order to be able to release that leg off of the floor. If your weight is centered, that foot's going to stay grounded. So keep the weight all in that left foot, and this does take a little bit of balance, so just take it slow and don't lift higher than you can. Down to the floor for the popcorn. Up and up. This is where my legs started burning, okay? I don't know about you. You can tell me what happened during your workout, but this is a nice one to just feel the burn in those legs, because who doesn't love pain? Yay! Keep pushing through. Nice deep breath. Slow it down as much as you need to, but just try not to stop moving throughout this. All the way onto your back. Once again, you can keep it at those regular bridges. Probably should. Just squeeze your hips up to the ceiling. But if you're feeling bendy and you know how to do this safely, you can press all the way up into an extended bridge. If you cannot do that yet and you would like to learn, no worries. I'm hoping to include some flexibility training in some of my upcoming videos. Comment and tell me what you want and let me know, all right? Go ahead, we're almost done, guys. Woo! Cat kick right here with that knee bent. Squeeze that butt, squeeze those legs, and just get that up as high as you can. This isn't really for speed, this is for control and muscle burn, all right? So keep that chin up and just go as slow as you need to, but you're trying to squeeze those muscles when you get to the top. So it's like relax, relax, squeeze. there. Here's our last one. So, bowler lunges. You can take it into that jump, or like I'm showing you right here, you do not have to jump as you alternate. You can just step. You can put that jump in there if you're feeling okay and if your ankles and knees are all right. If you need that little extra challenge, just spread that jump out farther and you can kind of leap from side to side instead of just up and down. Really push through this. You guys are almost done. Give me a few more seconds. Keep reaching for that ground, popping it up. Spirit fingers. You win at life.